Hi, I'm Brenna Huckabee. I'm a Paralympic snowboarder and I am packing for a 2-week training camp in New Hampshire and I want to take you with me. Most people think packing is all about clothes, accessories, shoes, which love that, don't get me wrong. Unfortunately, as an athlete, there's so many other pieces that need to go into it. So I have to pack for performance, whether that's mental health, snowboarding, or in the gym. I do try to throw in a few little cute pieces here and there, but I want to show you the system and see all the things that I take with me in order to be the best in my sport. First up is clothes. I love to look good, feel good, because I believe if you have those two things, you are going to do well in your sport. Look good, feel good, ride good. Let me show you what I like to bring because it has to be moisture wicking, warm, and of course cute. I like a good base layer. I like a base layer to be long because I want it to cover my butt in case I fall and snow gets in there. And I really like armholes so that snow, if it does get into my glove, doesn't actually get onto my skin. I like a base layer top that has a long neck. I like having two neckies on. I like to wear one that's built in, same reason. Listen, this black eye right here is because I fell at a last competition on my snowboard. So like, it's gonna happen at some point. So I like to be prepared. So I have my base layer that keeps all the snow off of me, and then I like to do a second one, and this just kind of keeps everything warm and dry and also just super cute. I like function, but it has to have fashion, okay? For the bottom pieces on my legs, there's two things that are really important to me. The first one is that it's warm. I love these fleece lined leggings from Athleta. They're super warm, super cozy. I also always cut the leg off of my leggings so that I have access to my prosthetic. If I need to make an adjustment with my socket, I have the ability to without having to take my pants off, which ain't nobody wants to see that. And if you do, OnlyFans, you gotta pay for it. I don't have OnlyFans, so I don't know why I said that so confidently. Girl, why did I say that? We're gonna keep it in. And so that's like the base layer that's touching my skin. After that, I like to bring other layers aside from my like technical jacket and pants that are waterproof, other things that are gonna keep me warm. Right now I'm loving this like bomber vest because I like to wear it just like out and about. And it's also very warm. And then I have, of course, my team gear puffy, which has like the arms. And these things, I'll probably wear this puffy first, and then if it's really cold, I'll add this layer as well because this really keeps me very warm. I do just bring single socks because I only did a sock on one foot. But pro tip, for more space, roll your clothing. I swear it helps. It doesn't help with weight, obviously, but it helps with space. So now like the regular clothes that I bring, I always plan for being in the gym because I know that I'm gonna be in the gym most days. And I always bring like a couple extra tops so that if I get really sweaty in the gym, I can change the top and I don't feel so gross. But yeah, I pretty much live in or out here. I don't care. I'm so tired 90% of the time that I'm on these trips. I usually plan for like 4 to 5 days and I always travel with laundry detergent. 90% of the time I have to wash my clothes in the sink, which is not the most fun, but I know where I'm headed to is going to have a washer and a dryer. So I'm not really too worried about not bringing enough clothes because I know that I will be able to wash my clothes. I always like to bring like something kind of cute, like a pair of jeans and I don't know, something I think is a cute top. I'm still trying to figure out my own personal style. I have no idea what it is. That's not the point of this video. I always bring something kind of cute in case we like go out, maybe to dinner or like have an off day and we decide to go somewhere. I want to like kind of break out of the workout clothes for a day. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but like this is all the underwear and socks I'm bringing and it is an excessive amount. It's likely more than the days I'm actually going to be gone, even though I'm doing laundry the whole time that I'm there. The reason we do it, at least I know I'm going to be covered if I like poo my pants 3 times a day. Could happen. I got a little silly and put things in packing cubes, which is not something I ever really do, but I just got a bunch of new ones, so I was like, why the heck not? It looks so organized and so nice, so maybe I'll do this more often. But now that the clothes are packed, let's move on to my carry-on because that is where the most important things go, because without the things that I put in my carry-on, I won't be able to compete. This is my carry-on. It is literally the best carry-on in the world. This is not an ad. It fits in all the international bins, domestic, super lightweight, and it fits my legs, which is honestly the most important part. I always keep my legs in my carry-on because if for some reason my snowboard bag or my regular bag doesn't make it to a comp, I know if I have my snowboard leg, I'll be able to get borrowed gear and still be able to compete. I like to eliminate the risk of not being able to compete because of a lost bag, which has totally happened to so many different athletes. But it's not only like, and in theory, it's definitely like a real risk. On this trip, I'm bringing an extra socket. And right now I'm going through like some major volume changes. I'm in my fat socket, meaning it's just like huge and I can fit in it right now though, but this is my normal snowboard socket. I'm gonna bring it with me just in case I need it or I'm able to fit in it. I doubt it, but I want to have it with me in case I need it. I always like to bring 2 legs as well. This is my old Moto knee, even though it looks very similar to the one I just deconstructed. I like to have both of them because if something happens, a leg breaks, a part breaks, I have spares, which happened to me at a competition before. I thankfully had a spare leg, was able to switch it out and still compete. I think people may not know, if you are an adaptive person or disabled in some fashion and you have equipment, airlines will ship your adaptive and medical equipment for free in its own free bag. So if I weren't worried about my equipment getting here on time and I didn't want to lug it around the airport because it can be kind of heavy and a lot as an above the knee amputee, I could like check it in for free, no worries. I'm an accident prone person and things break for me all the time. So in my carry-on, I always have spare things, duct tape, spare parts, extra straps, screws, all the things that I could potentially need while I'm on the road and I don't have access to a prosthetic person. So this goes into my carry-on so that if something happens while I'm out and about, I want to be able to fix myself at the airport. I always have like a pink little towel. It's not always pink, but like a little microfiber towel because prosthetic legs get sweaty, and when they get sweaty, they start to hurt and they cause problems. So I like to have a little towel on me always. I have them in my purse, I have them in my backpack, I have them in here, just in case for whatever reason I forget one. I know that there's one somewhere stashed and I use it to dry my leg off so that I can walk more comfortably. One really important aspect of traveling as an athlete is nutrition. Since we're staying in the US, this isn't as important because I know that I can get everything that I need at a grocery store somewhere nearby. I'm just mostly doing this because I do have weight in my bag because I'm flying nationally. I get 70 pounds. So if it were internationally, I would have to make way more tougher choices. But because I have the weight, I'm like, why not? It's gonna be the space, that's the problem. But I like to travel with fridge containers for like storing food in the fridge or taking food on hill. A small travel mug for coffee, tea, just like something that I'm feeling. You never know if where you're staying is going to have something like that. Now, the like meat and potatoes of it, which is not meat or potatoes at all, it's just foods that I like. And so I have this weird oatmeal that I swear sustains you more than anything else. I like to put flax meal, oat bran, oats, which I will buy when I get there, and chia seeds, PB2 powder. I want to bring the whole thing, so I just like put them in containers I have around my house. It's like my morning oatmeal. I also use the chia seeds and the PB2 powder for smoothies, which I will also be making on the road. Then of course, snacks.
I love snacks!
Meat sticks, protein powders, bone broths, these like chickpea things, whatever. Easy things that I can take up on hill, high protein, sustaining, delicious.
We did it, Joe.
Into my bags. All that's left is my carry-on backpack, and what I carry here is like my recovery and my mental performance tools. So almost every morning I journal. I love to listen to meditative music. I'll do a meditation practice. I've been doing this for a while. I'm not really doing it week by week. Like each week takes like 3 weeks, but I've been really enjoying this. So this comes with me because I want to be able to take time for myself mentally. Theragun, if you hear this, if you hear a buzzing sound in my bedroom, I'm meat tenderizing my legs. Don't be weird. Also, this thing, it's a really weird tool. Not many people know what it is, but like it really can like get into different spots and then you can like hold it on a trigger point. It's really great for my back and like the harder places, like your hips, your back. I always have a lacrosse ball. This, I love the Theragun, I love the fascia blaster, but this I cannot live with because I am someone who gets such a tight back, such like tight shoulders, tight hips, and nothing can get the knots out aside from like a PT than this little guy. It feels like torture. You think you're gonna die and you wanna throw up because it hurts so bad, but it's worth it. This thing, it is my favorite recovery tool physically. I always get sick when I'm traveling, and so this last few times I've been really trying to avoid that. It hasn't really worked.
Boo, you whore.
I wear a mask, alcohol wipe. The tray table is the most important place to alcohol wipe. Apparently it's like the nastiest part of the plane. That's what Team USA told us. So I always wipe down my tray table, the screen, high touch areas. hand sanitizer, which I'm getting kind of low on, face wipes, because you just kind of like feel gross after a while. I don't usually wear makeup on flights, so I feel gross, so I like to just give myself a refresh. Sunscreen, lip balm, and Tylenol PM for long flights. I'm not going overseas, so I won't be taking this, but I always keep it with me because you never know. Really trying to be better at like creating content. I'm always trying to be better, but I actually am like, no, I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm tired of like the concept of it. I'm tired of planning and never doing the thing. So I'm gonna bring my Insta360. It's me and my husband's, we share it, so I stole it. I'm gonna put it on my helmet, I think, most of the time. I don't think I have a selfie stick for it. So I'm gonna bring this. I need to go get like an actual travel tripod because I don't really have one. Actually, I had one, but my kids broke it the other day. Yesterday, to be exact. So I'm gonna go do that later. The last thing we have is my snowboard bag. I almost forgot the star of the show. I like to crochet. I haven't had the most time for it recently, but I like to bring a crochet project with me so that, you know, I can like participate in a hobby outside of my sport. I find that to be very important, very healing. All right, the very last thing to pack, my snowboard bag. I did have a costume change because I had to be a real human for a little while. And yeah, let's get this done. I'm so tired of packing. I feel like I do this so often, but it doesn't get any easier. It just, I don't know. It just always feels like a task and a chore. And more than that, 90% of the time, I feel like I forgot something. And I probably did. I'm not bringing that many boards since it is just a training camp. I have my freeride board, 2 race boards. I have a banked slalom race board and a snowboard cross board. Those are like, honestly, boards and board selection is the hardest thing for me. Literally, words are hard right now when I talk about boards because it stresses me out and I feel very overwhelmed by it. Because I know that I do not have the best boards for my performance, but I don't know what the best boards will be. And before you ask what brand, there are 3 main race brands, Apex, Kessler, and Oxus. Right now I'm on Apex, which I really love, but I've tried a few Kesslers and I enjoy that as well. So I'm not really sure where I'm gonna land in the boards, but that's where we're at right now. And then of course my freeride board so I can have fun. Oh, I feel like I've gotten most of my stuff in my other bag, so there's not a ton that's going in my board bag right now, which is crazy. Or maybe it's because I do normally have more bags. I don't know. Something isn't fully adding up here, but I'm not mad about it. I've got snow boots because going somewhere snowy. Workout shoes because I will be in the gym. Extra pair of bindings because you never know if you'll need them. And a lot of times I mount up more than one board. So I'll carry up a board and ride a board at the same time and then switch them out. Good way to test new boards and figure out what you like. I have one boot going in here because my other boot actually went into my carry-on because it's a little bit tailored to my prosthetic. And again, like if my board bag doesn't make it, I want to make sure that I can still snowboard. So I have the snowboard boot that's modified in my carry-on, and then if I need to like rent a boot, I can. Really enjoying like a morning yoga flow and meditation. So I'm actually gonna bring a yoga mat on this trip because I have the weight in the space. And yeah, I think it'll be like a cool, like a nice grounding exercise or piece of equipment that can make me feel at home even when I'm far away. That is everything I'm taking on this trip. Honestly, packing for your trip is easier than packing on your way home because I just feel way more organized when I'm packing to go somewhere rather than when I'm going back home. And it doesn't always fit the same way, and that's like so stressful. So I'm not really looking forward to that for sure, but that is a problem to pass me. So thank you guys for watching. I look forward to updating on this camp, watch my shorts, and just stay tuned. I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. This was really fun to make, and wish me luck on this training camp.